Good morning. So this is the reading for Tuesday, October 1st. And so what I'm doing here is just pulling a little bit about our past, our present, and let's get future energy here. This is pretty significant here. Okay. This is really significant. Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck here. So the Knight of Pentacles is the student in tarot. And so this is all about taking in information, really not looking at negative and positive things just kind of in those terms, but really taking that step back, understanding the why. Why is this happening? Why now? What am I supposed to learn from this? That's really what this Knight of Pentacles is all about. And so if you're not in that headspace right now, you're really being encouraged to be in that headspace because we are going through a lot of change. We are about to have the eclipse in the sign of Libra. So as we start to close out the Aries Libra eclipse season, we'll have the new moon in the sign of Libra. And so that is the eclipse that is coming up tomorrow. And so when I look at the past energy here, I am getting the Knight of Wands, the Magician, and the Death card here. And so the Knight of Wands, it's all about fast movement. Let's take some sort of action here. Magician, really centered around what is it that you want? What goals do you have for yourself? The Death card here, change, transformation. So you knew here in the past that something needed to be different. It needed to give. And so a lot of what's happening, and it's a continuous process, but this is what's kind of causing you to really maybe take that look and understand what is actually happening in this situation. What am I supposed to get out of this? How do I stop this pattern from repeating? But it looks like you're actively going after what you want. It's almost like you're causing a lot of your own transformation. But it's your approach. It's the way that you're thinking about things. And so when I look at current energy here, I am getting the Tower, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. So again, we've got Knight of Wands, King of Wands. So in the past, the steps that you took might have been a little bit more hesitant, kind of all over the place because you weren't very clear on the direction that you wanted to go. But with that King of Wands, that clarity is coming. You're really kind of stepping up and really going after what you want with that energy. The Tower is about sudden change, and then the Lovers here. And this is all going in a very positive direction. There's a lot of transformation that's taking place. We've got the Death card and the Tower card. These are the two major change cards within tarot, but we still have more change coming in the future. And so the Death card is that Pluto energy. So it's the death and rebirth, whereas the Tower is more Uranus energy. It's that sudden change. Something here needs to give. This is the eclipse showing up because the eclipse, it's a calculation, but it's a calculation of the moon, but these are fated events. These are things that are supposed to happen. And so it's trying to bring about some sort of ending here. It's trying to, whatever you're walking away from, whatever you're learning, it's almost like you're there, but you're not quite there. And the universe is kind of pushing you across the finish line. Let's see where this can go. Let's really open you up to all these new possibilities with that Lovers and the King of Wands. I love it because this is on the other side of the Tower where you're going to be able to take some sort of action here. And when I look at the future energy here, I am getting the Two of Cups, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. So Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, they're both change cards. The fives are change. So something here is definitely shifting. So we have it in the past, we have it in the present, and then we have it in the future. This does feel more like tying up those loose ends in the future energy, whereas Death is definitely a stronger energy, and the Tower feels the most significant as far as the changes that are taking place. And so these changes that are showing up here in the potential outcome, well, they relate to what you need to let go of in order to have exactly what you want here, because the Lovers is showing up in current energy. We've got the Two of Cups showing up in future energy. So it does look like it's some sort of connection with another person, something that is very deep, very meaningful. Really, you can see it here where they're filling each other's cup. And so normally this is about love and romance, but if that's not applicable to you, then this would be just forming that really special bond with another person, that kind of coming together. But to add more here, we have the Five of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. So you're kind of letting go of any kind of past conflicts, any obstacles or challenges, any maybe ways of feeling like you were left out in the cold, or abandoning some sort of situation here. This is part of the change. It's part of the growth that is happening right now. Let's get some additional detail here. Tell me about the Knight of Wands, the Magician, the Death card, I'm going to get all of them. That was really interesting. I'll talk about when I get there, but I had the Tower clarifying the Death card. So pretty significant changes are taking place for sure. And then this one wants to give me two. It is absolutely amazing. Okay, this one feels significant. We do have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This King of Pentacles is going to be significant here in a couple of minutes. But let's start with this past energy. So clarifying the Knight of Wands is the Page of Pentacles. So we had the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We have the Page of Pentacles here. So Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. This indicates that you started taking some steps here in the past. It was something that maybe you were open about. Again, maybe you didn't have all the information you needed in order to really move forward, but it wasn't going to stop you from moving forward because that Page energy is a very immature energy. And the Knight of Wands is also kind of on that same level, maybe a little bit more mature than a Page, but still kind of very naive. Let's just move. Even if we don't have all the information, I just know that I can't stay here. With the Magician, clarified by the Fool here. And so this brand new beginning, this is what you're doing. You were so almost hell-bent on having this new beginning that nothing was really going to stop you from going after it because it just could not stay the same. You were really focused on your goals, your dreams here. Let's make them a reality. Let's clear the karma, learn the lesson so that we can move on. And like I said, I have the Tower card clarifying the Death card. These are major, major changes that have been taking place. This is a life-altering type of thing. When I see it show up in this way, this is definitely something here where you've got the death and the rebirth, and we've got this kind of sudden change that probably unexpected, but can also be some sort of awakening. This feels a lot like an awakening, that this is opening you up to see the truth of a situation, to see what exactly you need to go after. And I'm sorry, I have something flying around this room. Looks like it's a little gnat, but anyway. In the current energy here, we have the Tower with the Page of Cups. So this is what's happening here. That sudden realization, that aha moment, whatever you're doing, you're sparking more change in your life, but for the better. Now that you're getting clear on exactly what it is that you want to do, going in the direction that you want to go, and you're really putting it out there to the universe is clearing the path for you. And that's why I'm seeing the Tower out here twice. This is about removing those obstacles, but they can't all be removed by you. The universe needs to intervene and set you on the right path. And so what's happening here is it's opening you up to have a conversation, a really heartfelt kind of conversation where you can be open and available on an emotional level with another person. Because it looks like that's really what you want here. With the Lovers and the Seven of Pentacles, this is about investing in a relationship. This would be a soulmate type of relationship. Some people twin flame, whatever your words are. This is a deep connection with another person. This is not something casual. This is not something like a one-night stand or anything else. This is something that you want to invest in and grow over time. And when I look at this King of Wands, because you go from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands, and male or female is just the energy of the card, what I'm getting here is the Ace of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. And so the actions that you're taking here are to establish some sort of commitment here with somebody who is very grounded, very stable, very like-minded, because at the bottom of this deck is the King of Pentacles. This is where I said it would be significant. So you are divine counterparts. There is something here that is significant between the two of you. There's a lot of potential here. It's all about what you do with it. And so when I look at the future energy here, I'm getting the Two of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. So 2 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. I mean, love where this is going. This is the coming together with another person, really being able to fill each other's cup, building, working together, coming together, forming that relationship. And I love this one too. So we have the 5 of Wands with the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is a movement card. This is about moving away from all those obstacles and challenges, really turning your back on all of that so that you can move forward with your life. It's not about, okay, do I need to keep revisiting the past in order to learn the lesson? No, you don't. You need to just kind of ingest the lesson so that you don't have to repeat it and then move on. And so when I look at the 5 of Pentacles here, it's clarified. I got 2 cards from this. 10 of Wands and the Emperor. So you're leaving behind a cycle that was very heavy. There was a lot of weight carried on your shoulders. This is something where maybe you picked up other people's responsibilities. It was more than just what you were responsible for. It was what other people were kind of throwing at you as well. And that is what you're leaving out in the cold. But with this Emperor energy, you're leaving it out in the cold. This is not a cycle that's closing on its own. You're really forcing its hand. There is this Death card here in the past. The Emperor is connected to that Death card. That Death card that I saw back here in the past energy, you initiated this transformation. This is what you're leaving behind. That's you standing in that Emperor energy. What the Tower did, if I can get the words out, what the Tower's doing here is really kind of removing all the additional obstacles that are also in your way that you just didn't even realize were there. And so I love where this is going, because this is all about change and transformation and moving in a much more positive direction. And it feels like whatever this eclipse means for you, I mean, it is Libra, so there is a lot of relationships connected to it because it's ruled by Venus. Venus rules the sign of Libra. It also rules the sign of Taurus. And so there's a lot of that energy kind of taking place, because we do have a lot of Pentacles energy, but we also have a lot of that kind of balanced energy too. So this is the reading for Tuesday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.